In a couple of minutes, we've got our first of two special guests. Remington will be joining me on the phone to talk about his new single. It's coming up 5:15. Hey, we are here with Remington on the Coyote. Remington, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great, man.
Well, for our listeners that know nothing about you, tell them, who is Remington?
Oh, man. So I was born and raised in Spartanburg, South Carolina. I now reside in North Carolina, so I'm a Carolina boy through and through. I've been a fan of country music for as long as I can remember. And, now that I get to, pretty much do it all the time, I'm living my best life, man.
Well, who would you say are some of your biggest influences, and what artists in Nashville are you really digging right now?
Oh, man. Well, I guess to start with, my inspirations really came from like the 90s country vibe, because that's kind of what, I was raised up on. That's why I listened to a lot of George Strait, Garth Brooks, Tim McGraw, any of the big names from the 90s you can think of. Those guys definitely helped shape who I am. And, then you got your Southern rock guys like your Leonard Skinnards and the Marshall Tucker Band and all those folks. And, so that really helped shape me. And as far as folks in Nashville now that, that I really enjoy, there's an up-and-coming guy called Drake Milligan. I think he's more or less out of Texas, but I think he's working his way up and through Nashville. I really like his sound, man. He's really stuck to that old school country sound. And you got guys like Cody Johnson that still hold on to that really traditional country sound that, and I think those guys will, keep that country vibe alive. So.
All right, we're going to talk about your current single coming up here in just a minute. But first, though, want to know, is this single that we're going to hear part of a bigger project? Do you have any plans for touring or festivals as we head into 2025?
Yep, I do have a big festival here in Locust, North Carolina, June 23rd, in the city of Locust, North Carolina, that we're a part of. We get to be the first band of their concert series this year, which is great. No plans for any major tours. I'm staying local right here around the Carolinas right now. I'm trying to get some more dates in Georgia and Florida, working my way up to PA and trying to get some gigs up that way. But yeah, man, it's just no major plans as far as a project goes. I'm still working on getting some music recorded. I'm trying to get a more of an acoustic style album released for some of the songs I have written, because I got so many songs sitting in my notes tab on my phone that I just need to get out that I think people would really enjoy to hear. So, I'm working on all that. So there's a lot going on.
All right, so let's get to it. Tell us about this current single of yours. Yeah,
so it's called If You Try to Love a Cowboy. I wrote it with a guy named Dustin James up in Nashville, working with SSM Nashville. And, we sat around and came up with a really cool tune from scratch. For me, it's just more or less a story of, how the Old West Cowboys probably lived their lifestyle, and, the people around them, how they probably felt about it. So it's just a way to, love somebody who's always on the go, and, you can't ever hold them down. So.
And if people like what they hear, where can they find you on social media, and where can they stream your music?
Yeah, they can look me up on Instagram at Remington Cartoon Music, or Facebook at Remington Cartoon Music. You can find me on Spotify under Remington Cartoon. You can find my music at Remington Cartoon Topic on YouTube, and I also have my own personal YouTube page at Remington Cartoon. So you just really Google my name. Everything should pretty much come up. So that's Remington Cartoon, REMINGTON, Cartoon, CARTEE.
All right, let's hear this song, Try to Love a Cowboy. Remington, thanks for spending some time with the Coyote.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you having me.
That old dust trail gets longer and longer. So does his time from home. But your love wants to see him through. In the end, you know what he's gonna choose. If you try to love a cowboy, you'll be trying to settle him down, knowing when he puts that
guest, Remington. Once again, thank you to him for coming on. And more of the Traffic Jam is coming up next. You hang tight.